Sniffing voice over IP using Cain. I pulled this definition of voice over IP from wikipedia.org since they can state it a lot clearer than I can. Voice over IP, also called VoIP, IP telephony, and Internet telephony, is technology enabling routing of voice conversations over the Internet or any other IP network. The voice data flows over a general-purpose packet-switched network instead of the traditional dedicated circuit-switched voice transmission lines. In this tutorial, I'll show how to use Cain to do a simple capture of half of a voice over IP session. You can download Cain from OxidIT. Cain's voice over IP sniffing function supports a host of codecs, which I'll skip saying because I'll probably stutter it too much. And my understanding is that it's under active development, so more codecs might be expected. For more information on voice over IP support in Cain, see their website's documentation. To sniff the connection, you will have to put the box running Cain somewhere where it can see the voice over IP traffic. To do this, there are several methods. Use ARP hoisting to pull off a man-in-the-middle attack. I have another video tutorial that shows how to do this with Cain. Use a hub or a switch with a mirror port. If the voice over IP session is going over an unprotected wireless network, you should have no problem at all sniffing it. You can also try some of the techniques suggested by the folks at Anti-Online for putting yourself into the loop. You see the setup I'm using on the left. The line from the wall is going into my hub's uplink port, and the Nortel IP phone is going into the port that's tied to the uplink port, and then my laptop plugs into one of the standard ports. Unfortunately, I'm only getting half of the connection this way. That's why you only hear Nancy's side of the conversation, but it should be good enough for demonstration purposes. If I tried it any other way with the hub I have, I got no connection at all. It's possible that my voice over IP phone can't negotiate a 10 megabit connection and will only look for a fast Ethernet. If you have any other ideas, just email me. First, of course, we've got to start up Cain. Once Cain's up and running, you have to set it to look at the NIC that's hooked to your voice over IP network. Once the NIC is set, we switch to the Sniffer tab, then the Voice over IP sub-tab, and then start sniffing by clicking the icon that looks like a network interface card. Now we need to wait for a short while so we can collect some voice over IP data. As you can see, it finds several voice over IP connections. I search one with a decent file size, right-click, and say play, and it opens it up so I can listen to it. You'll notice because of the way I had things hooked up that I'm only getting half of the conversation.
Hey Adrian, what are you doing? Okay, no problem. You have my permission. Well, who is your audience? I would tell them to be kind to others. Bye.
If you want to make a copy of the WAV files that Cain generates, you can find them underneath Program Files, Cain, VoIP. Click Next to go to the Further Research section of this tutorial. The following link should give you a better grasp of voice over IP and its various vulnerabilities. Special thanks go out to my cohort Nancy for helping me with this test, Droops at Informaticon.org for all the bandwidth he provides, Nick at RootSecure.net for the news, and the folks at BenRev.com, and Zinger, The Grunt, Jinxie, SS2 Chief, HTREDS, Stricky, Spirus, and I Know Not for their help with this tutorial.